This next episode, we're talking about cloning
and unsolicited advice.
Tune in right now. Whiskey Brothers episode coming up next.
From Houston, Texas,
The Whiskey Brothers.
Welcome to the Whiskey Brothers episode 1010. 1010. We're your Whiskey Brothers. Special thanks to Chuck Savage, the intro music you're hearing on the way in. We have just changed that. Also, Bill Miller, the nice, the voice you hear mixed in with Outlaw Dave and Mungle is all one of the original members of the Whiskey Brothers. If you go all the way back to 1998, which is... We're going on 25, 30 years of this now.
I see him on Facebook.
Yeah, that's Bill Miller, and he's a good friend and always Whiskey Brother alumnus. Good to have him on the podcast, even verbally, along with Chuck Savage. We are your current Whiskey Brothers. Slade Ham, Jerry Wayne Longmire, Trey Tutson, Nick Palermo sitting in for Sam Damaris, who's on a boat. Vic was born in 97. We are a year younger than you. Vic. Hello to everybody in the chat. We're on YouTube. That's where you want to catch us on Monday as we go live. We give a lot of stuff away in those instances. Yes, he was, yeah.
I think I graduated in 96.
Man.
Fuck.
I'm not going to respond to this. Cheers, we're drinking whiskey that Vic sent us. It's a bottle of porter. Now, he told me who this was. This is Porter.
Young man.
That's
Porter,
a famous guy in Utah.
He is, and I don't remember his last name, but
Porter.
To the
Fucking
Utahns.
will drink his liquor.
We shout, and it's good wicker. Good wicker. It's good liquor.
Good liquor, too.
And it's a good rye. Trey's giving me a laugh.
That made me laugh.
We so like we always do, our hypothetical question. Porter Rockwell is the guy's name. Like we always do, our hypothetical backstage conversations. We get into a lot of stuff, and we were talking off air about advice that we've gotten and unsolicited advice. We run into a lot of people, don't we?
Oh, yeah.
It's no matter where you go, gigs or on the road, or your family, or hanging out with people. Frequently, people will hear what you do or where you are, whatever your station may be in life, and then they feel the need or the responsibility to tell you what you should do from here.
It's always well-intentioned, too.
It's never malicious. But what are some things that you've been told you should do in your life? Because all mine are professional.
Most of mine, especially if I do any kind of joke about weight loss, or they want to come up and tell me how to diet and how to lose weight and shit. Like I'm 44 years old and I haven't tried any of it. Like I'm just swimming in tater tots and fucking McDoubles and fucking smothering myself in fucking barbecue sauce before I go to bed every night. And like, why am I gaining weight? You know?
That seems like you.
It seems like a wonderful. Don't get me wrong.
Sweet baby Ray. Oh, I'll be right there, Ray.
I'm gonna change my hydration answer. I forgot about Sweet Baby Ray.
Damn.
So funny.
But it's just always that. It's always like, oh, all you got to do is just eat a little less. No shit. No shit.
Let me guess, exercise a little bit?
Exercise? Fucking okay,
Have you,
cool.
what's all of the? You tried a lot of diets and stuff.
Oh,
for
yeah,
real?
yeah,
So
yeah.
what's all of them that you ran?
Atkins, keto, did Weight Watchers for a little while. I've never done any plant-based diets because my Crohn's disease kind of gets in the way of that.
What was your least favorite one?
They all suck balls.
Diets in
The
general
lady
suck.
at Weight Watchers told me I could have as much salad as I wanted every day, and I don't believe in domestic violence, but I come damn close to hitting her.
Listen, I got to be honest, lady.
Caesar salad? Could it be a Caesar salad?
Right?
I'll eat them shit.
Listen, lady, I'm already eating as much salad as I want every day, which is none.
I was eating that before I got here.
So, what's your problem with salad?
I just don't like it.
You just don't like.
No, I actually. So there's like a couple specific ones I eat. Like, I have to be really careful. I have Crohn's disease, so a lot of leafy vegetables and a lot of plants.
So
fuck with me.
you riding with that? You gonna claim Crohn's disease? Okay.
Okay.
I'm trying to see. I'm just saying.
It's a real thing.
I don't want to give you diet advice, but if I was, you should omit all diseases.
should just stop being sick.
Yeah, just be like, hey, I don't got Crohn's.
Yeah,
Okay,
have you tried that?
yeah.
Yeah, have you tried just not having
You
it?
try to not believe
You
it.
just try- Oh, well, that's the other one. If people find out you have Crohn's disease, they're like, "Oh, well, my cousin cured his with his plant diet." I'm like, no, he didn't.
Ah.
Fuck off.
Yeah, you just haven't tried not having it. That's on you.
You're like, how's he doing? He's like, he's dead. But it's unrelated. It
But you know what?
wasn't-
He doesn't have Crohn's anymore.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, I'm just gonna wake up and not have it. Okay.
'Cause look at you, the power of positive thinking. We might have changed a
Yeah,
man.
Gary V your way to not have
Fuck you, Crohn's.
You have fucking Crohn's? You got fucking Crohn's? You tired of having fucking Crohn's?
Are you gonna waste 20% of your life having fucking Crohn's?
I started not having Crohn's when I was 35.
If you start
Everybody has 20% of their life to donate to something. You're gonna waste it on having Crohn's?
if you start not having Crohn's today, you'll have no fucking Crohn's in 6 months. But you got to start today not having fucking Crohn's. Fucking people tell me all the time, and I go, "Did you start not having fucking Crohn's 6 months ago?" Don't come to me like you fucking tried.
Telling you. it
Try is the worst word in the English language.
Nobody wants to do the fucking work. Do you understand? Do the fucking work.
Oh, that was Kim Kardashian.
That's
Oh, yeah. That's good. Hilarious. Oh man. Okay, so I always wondered, I didn't want to, you be real
No,
sensitive.
because you're a
about
nice
that.
person and you have some common sense.
Yes, I want
And boundaries.
yeah, believe
all
it or
things
not.
he's trying to instill in you before you say whatever's
Yeah.
next.
No,
I'm giving you an out. This is a big door. Exit spray painted over
Yeah,
it.
because I don't know what those boundaries
We asked
are.
you before you sat down if you could handle the door tray.
The first thing he said to Enrique when he walked in, he goes, "How you dealing with the weight gain?"
oh shit. Yeah, but I
we
mean,
did an episode. We do a show called "Is This Thing On" Tuesday nights, and one of the guests recently was a young comic, Enrique Chacon, who is put on some COVID weight, I guess, because Trey just as soon as he walked in the door, not a hi, how you doing?
No, not enough.
Young El Salvadorian comic who's probably got self-esteem issues because he's young and El Salvadorian, and he's here
he's
and he
very
comes
happy.
walking in the door, and Trey just looks right at him and goes, "How you handling the weight?"
I'm gonna be honest. It don't see, and I don't give because I'll just say it looked like toxic relationship weight.
Oh, yeah, I've seen
You know
that.
how when
Yeah,
when somebody in a bad relationship, they don't realize they're emotionally eating. But that's how you tolerate
Says-
They
this
start
motherfucker.
looking bad all over. Remember how rough he got?
Yeah,
right
says
after?
Trey in Europe.
Okay, that was toxic relationships. I was eating for two.
Stress eating
Yeah.
for two.
Nah,
You
no,
eat
I was
like
having
these
a good.
pauses are pregnant.
Yeah, right. I was having a good fucking, but that's what it looked. So I was genuinely concerned. But I also asked, like, when people go bald, I ask them, "Yo, man, when you was losing your shit, how was that? Like, I don't, you know what I mean? I can't imagine what the fuck that's like." And some of these stories are just, some of these motherfuckers ain't dealt with it.
Yeah, dude, there's some of these people that are like,
So I don't
they
know about.
spent years spray painting it in and combing it over. And like,
I know very
at
little
what point do you just say, fuck it?
about
and
adult
wear hats?
onset alopecia.
Yeah, okay,
I
yeah.
don't, but that's what it is.
Yeah,
and
that's
when your
exactly what
hair
it is.
starts falling out,
Well, I ain't never got slapped over.
well, when your hair starts falling out, and I'm not there. My grandfather was bald, so I assume the gene
Maybe someday or
maybe,
something.
but
Mhm.
that's a decision making process. You gotta
Yeah,
at
you
some
gotta-
point
You have to keep and make the decision and keep it clean shaved so it looks like a choice.
something right, but at some point you gotta decide how long am I gonna try to arrest this and when am I gonna give in, and if you've tried to keep it at bay for too long, when you do give in, you gotta give some slow. You can't just show up to church the next day with no hair.
Yes,
Yeah.
you can.
I just wonder, is like, because they do those hair plugs or whatever, is that surgery like really painful or something? Because Michael Scott started, what's that guy's name?
Yeah.
Steve
Carell?
Carell. Steve Carell.
Uh-huh.
Remember at the beginning of The Office, he's like really bald and he has visible plugs. And
So-
you look at
so-
him now, he looks
damn,
pretty
that's-
fucking good. You know?
Ah.
Okay,
I've never watched The Whole Office.
and I've never been that detailed at looking at white men. Like I mean, to where I can see the
Yeah.
white, so I can see the hair plug. I can like Steve Harvey's a dude. You could tell the toupee. He was getting that shit glued on.
Yeah.
They had a whole.
Yeah.
They had a whole.
You
Steve.
watch some of those videos of how they make that fake hair?
Yeah, they
That's
put
crazy.
it on, bro. This motherfucker had like an iron-on hair. That's why that shit looks so sharp and the
Yeah.
edge up was because
Yeah.
it was to distract you from this goddamn costume.
Fuck taxidermy.
How he got put
Fuck
up here.
taxidermy.
Yeah.
That's an art form.
But yeah, you gotta make the decision and keep it clean shaved, because you can't. If it's just like a little buzzed fucking cul-de-sac, it still looks shitty.
You can,
It's
because
just
the
like a
minute it gets any
peach
depth
fuzz.
to it,
Yeah.
you can start to see like where
Yeah.
the hollow spots are.
Yeah.
That's the guys
100%.
I feel the worst for. The ones that get that weird little one right back on the very, like the
Yeah.
yarmulke, the
That's not how you say that.
Yarmulke.
but yeah.
yarmulke
He's
of baldness. The yarmulke.
Hey,
Yarmulke.
no. You say it.
The yarmulke. I don't know.
The Yule milk or the yeah.
The Jew hat.
Yeah, but-
That's it.
Yeah, that's a motherfucker. But I'm always, that's two things: hair loss and the motherfucker. And I know it's sensitive, but like I feel like I'm in. My eyes have been crooked forever. So don't be. That's why I be telling you I've been molested and my eyes are super crooked. I'm just saying, don't be. You can't be sensitive to shit.
Yeah, molested and fat. I got good hair.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at that beard.
Yeah, so it's like if I'm asking you with my eye crooked, you don't even know I'm asking you.
I'm gonna ring in with unwanted over
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
I guess.
But
Can
no,
I be sad too?
Well, yeah, you lost your dad. Remember?
Oh, that's right. I'm a
Yeah,
It's funny. Your eyes straightened up as you were saying that.
yeah, right. I don't believe you.
adult onset orphanism.
Orphanism. Adult onset orphanism.
Can I
No,
still
now
be? Can
I'm-
I still be Batman?
I don't feel so bad because they're trying to spell yarmulke in the chat.
Oh, they can't spell that shit. It's Yiddish.
Yarn
There
milk.
is an L in there for sure.
Yeah, for no
What
reason.
did you say?
It's Yiddish.
I thought you said gibberish.
Oh, same
I was like,
difference.
well, that's kinda
So Yiddish is it's just broken Hebrew.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's same.
Yeah, I know what Yiddish is. I just didn't
Yeah.
think that's what you
Gibberish.
I was like,
I mean, it is.
What unsolicited advice have you gotten?
Mine is very specific.
here's how to fix your eyes.
It's usually right. two
Get
things.
some-
Have you tried stretching?
Have you tried them Steve Martin glasses?
Yeah, I've yeah.
My
that-
cousin just did a leaf-based thing, and
Uh,
his eyes are fine.
So that's, no, when it's with the eyes though, they'll just be like, so your shit just do that? Like they'll just ask me that. I'll be like, yeah, it just kind of. So they got a mind of their own. They just can't, and it'll just get worse as they. So you can't do nothing about it, right? It's like, damn, no, man.
So is
Why
one
are
of,
you waving your arms around?
So when you came out, they slapped you on the ass, and then the eyes was just.
is one of them conscious?
Yeah,
What
yeah,
is-
it's like, man, I don't even know what's happening right now.
That's
Like,
so messed
Does
up.
one of
So-
them look at shit it just wants to?
Yeah. The bad part is I can't even see. Like if my eyes did it, I can't see wherever they're at.
Right.
So I think I'm looking at you until you look like this,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, they went over there. And then I gotta figure out a way to.
That's bullshit not to get the goldfish peripheral.
Bro,
That's
with-
right.
Bro, I
you
th-
can't even eat bugs on both
I
sides of
told
your
you.
head.
I went on a date with a girl. I'm on a date with a girl.
Thank you.
It's going great, going fine. I was like, yeah, so maybe we can meet up another time. And I took my glasses off to wipe them, and the motherfucking eyes got the dancing. Homegirl just got up, like she just left. Where you going? I'm a bounce. I'm gonna leave, cause I'm thinking in her head. She like, you're a nice guy. I can see a thing here, but I don't want this to happen for the rest of my days. Not even the rest of my day, but for an extended period of time. Every time you ask me something and I think my eyes dance, baby, where the keys? It's like I'm done. Like every time. Like,
to be fair, she thought you couldn't see her when she left.
She was like, I was just gonna slip out, to be honest.
oh, he can't see me good.
And then somebody you're like, you can't tell unless people start looking at it. So you're like, is something happening behind me or is
Yeah.
my eye going wonky?
We gotta sneak around you like we play a Metal Gear.
Yeah, yeah. Gotta be stealthy around Trey. No, man. Yeah, them eyes is a mud. And I had these forever, dog. But no, the two things I get mostly is my scalp is extremely dry. I got extremely dry scalp because I was a black kid going to white schools and they taught me about health and beauty, but not specifically. As a black person, you're not supposed to wash your hair every day.
What a bunch of
It-
white people conditioner. is.
right?
Yeah,
So
To be fair, white people aren't either.
that's true.
Got you. Yeah,
Have
yeah.
you tried pussy juice?
Did you put cold water on it?
No,
Shine.
Slade, it's too thick.
It's too thick. Yeah, that shit'll be dripping right now.
It's the new oil.
I wonder if people was doing that with their Jerry curl. I can see that being hey,
Coming.
put some of that coochie juice on your shit.
That's how you know they're a pimp.
Yeah.
They pull that motherfucker leg up. Gang.
Super
No,
sexual. trap.
Door stopper.
But it's also like it feels hereditary. My dad shit, but I think it's just bad information, just misinformation.
So what you get advice
So
on how
when
to fix
I'm
that?
in the motherfucking barber chair, other barbers are coming. Nigga, you know what be good for your shit? Like they just
Coconut
come up
oil.
out of I had a dude stop cutting somebody hair. Oh goddamn! Look here, brother. Goddamn Crisco, that'll clean all this shit. Whatever. Like they'll just slide over and just tell me whatever. Like I've heard Vaseline, I've heard sulfate, I've heard everything. Nigga, none of that shit work. I'm from a fucked up part of Africa.
You just go.
That's why I told him, hey, shit got dried out on that boat ride. It's hereditary. I don't know what happened.
That's fair. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't even
Yeah.
know where to start. That's
My hair, I don't gotta know what the fuck my family did. You can just look at my hair like that's definitely cotton picking. You can just it goes right back. It's in the hair. My
Too
dude.
much
It's
time
right
in the
there.
sun.
Yeah,
Dried
too
it out.
much. But that one and that's why I say this one is specific. I used to get a lot of marriage advice from homeless black men.
Oh.
Me too. That is weird.
Homeless black men would just see my wife and be like, "You got you a good one on your head. Now let me tell you how you need to keep it, bro. Are you listening to me? I wasn't always like this.
Always treat her like a girlfriend, never treat her like your wife.
Yeah. Same black dude. Virgil? No,
Mine's name was Square.
okay,
I thought it was Square because he's always asking me for a square.
You get it? No, that's funny.
Square. You got square.
Get away. Yeah, I just get that all the time, man. Yeah, that's very, and it's good intentions, but it's also like, bro, you are homeless.
Right.
Like you are out here
Right.
how I'm not trying to be.
Only
can't
thing
keep
worse
a home.
would
Well,
be
he wasn't giving you home advice.
yeah. Only thing worse would be mortgage advice. Yeah, that's the.
You can't keep a home, let alone keep a wife.
wife, yeah,
Like, what the fuck do I? Don't tell me about keeping shit.
No, I still got the wife. She's in the home.
Yeah. Please tell me how to keep a house together.
How should I organize my closet? You fucking asshole. Fuck out of here.
That dude can't keep shit.
You've been married
Including-
long as me. You just stand by the gas station.
Yeah.
Be left alone. It's quiet out here.
He's like, oh, I'm still married.
That's literally like beat the shit.
The old guy next to me, that lived next to me, him and his wife been married like 47 years. That's when we lived up in Willis. And this dude would go out and water his lawn by hand. And his wife brought home a water sprinkler for him one day, a water sprinkler system.
Oh.
And the next
Like with a
day it was
hose.
in the fucking trash.
Bro, I'm going to be honest with you.
He's like, that was his time to
If
go
I
out
was-
there and drink a beer and water the grass.
If I was with you for 47 years, I am going to cut the grass by hand. We are doing that with scissors.
That
The
was
same
the
ones you-
Vietnamese people on the other side.
Yeah.
They go out there with the scissors.
No,
and-
nose hair scissors. I am taking my time. That is 47 years. I feel like anybody who stays together for 40-something years that got married young has just given up. I feel like you could stay together for 40 years, but you got to get
certain.
married at like 60, and your 40-something
certain,
years are
but-
together at 100. Like, that,
Well,
y'all may have
I'll-
hope. I
I
don't
got
know.
married at 30. So
I'll tell y'all. I mean, this is fucking weird. Hard to
Here
talk
comes the
about it
homeless guy.
now. Right, I wasn't always like that. I had a good wife, but
It was just you in the future.
yeah, right. Listen, I'm trying to save you.
let me tell you what went wrong. Don't start swinging, especially when you ain't there.
No, but it's not a. You know what? I honest truth. It's not necessarily a thing of surrendering. I think a lot of times, like that you can have this thing where you got good foresight. Like you can see ahead. You can see, like, you can have the thoughts of like, I'm leaving and I'm this and I'm that and blah blah blah. And based on how you are and then you can see the bullshit. Leaving this person,
Yeah.
you can see the bullshit that's ahead, and you go like, all right. I might as well stay in this
7.5
because
years.
because the bullshit ahead is like this is kind of it's gonna be silly. I'm gonna be dealing with this person, lost time, lost money, lost blah blah.
I get 3 quiet hours every night to water the yard.
Yeah,
Or to
right,
just-
but you just be like, because I have seen guys do it. I've seen them leave really of 30 plus years. Fuck it, I'm out, younger thing, blah blah blah, whatever the fuck, and it looks promising. And then I've seen this just growing up in that church. I seen this shit happen countless times.
They go back.
And then when you that door closed.
Yeah.
You be in that motherfucker. Bitch, it's me, Josephine. Josephine, it's me. Don't you treat me like this.
I made a mistake.
It's me, baby. I didn't know no better. And my lord. And she's telling things.
Why don't you get that 22-year-old to open the door for you?
And she told you when you was packing your shit, you think you got something better over there, but so I think it's not surrendering. It's
Yeah.
maybe having a moment where you like, man,
You do the math.
If I
No
leave,
good that will come of this.
yeah, the best way
That sounds like defeatism. You're like, well, it's not going to be better.
that's funny.
I mean,
yeah.
kind of what I was.
Is that
so
defeatism
surrender.
or
Yeah.
wisdom?
No, it's not. I see what y'all saying.
Well,
but
no,
it's
but
not like it's like
I agree with you.
it gets because and maybe it catapults into something else. But usually when a motherfucker catapult, when they get all right, you get everything.
Yeah.
It's not a lot of everything motherfuckers that stay alone.
Yeah.
I know, but it's out of all entertainment, everybody we know, they get to that certain point. They're like, all right, this shit is Clooney, Russell Brand. I know these motherfuckers that was doing crazy, wild orgy type.
Clooney's a good
Doing
example.
their thing. They got to that point. It was like, all right, bro, this ain't being up here like this. And that's somebody that could have been in some shit, dipped.
Yeah.
It sprung up to that point, and they still went. It wasn't that person, but they got somebody.
There's a point where the shit is a lot to handle.
Yeah. Nah, if you you know what I mean, if you work
Yeah.
at the plant, ain't a lot of catapult. You like, I might well stay with Beth Ann here. And
But that's what I'm saying. That's what a lot of this shit is.
Yeah.
You know? And that's what, yeah.
yeah.
And that's why
And
people stay
sometimes
together in
people
the
just
past.
like each other.
And they like
Sure.
to
Stay
dance
together a
about
long
this.
time.
Yeah, but no, they're outliers.
Yeah, right.
Very rarely, I think. But
That's it. It's just because you change.
I always feel weird because I like my wife.
Oh,
Because my friends are like,
No, I mean, what are y'all's lying?
and we're not. They're like, we can get along, man.
I've liked
I know.
every lady I've ever been dealing with. They find out about me and they like me way less. But I've done so much domesticating that is hard to. They can't. Why the fuck is that funny, dog? It's Adam is fucking done, dog. Every time I say this,
it's funny the same way when people use the word retarded the way it's supposed to be used.
Oh,
you just still are like, that just still doesn't sound like something you should say.
I feel
Even
you.
when that's
I
all.
got you. But
domesticated in the context of a human.
I was
It
just
got-
waiting for the rest of the sentence.
it get a laugh every time, though. Every time I'm like, I don't know. But I didn't put the work in. I did what my father taught me, and they
Leaves a dish of milk out on the
Yeah,
patio
man.
every day.
and they no,
I
but
think we're getting to the heart of the problem. Man.
No, it's just a phrase.
He's a great man.
The guy that raised me in a hotel room taught me a lot of shit about how to deal with women.
I do want to say that's just one incident. He had many good ones, but that was a rough one, Pop.
But McGregor the goat fucker.
No, like I always like them, but it tends to be like after a while they get to know me, they're like, this motherfucker
This
only
wasn't what I
This
thought.
motherfucker only talk. I thought he was smart. He just talks in comedy.
Yeah.
Like
All
see,
you
'cause
do
this-
is talk about
'cause the
comedy and
thing
talk
is-
in comedy.
The thing is crazy is like if you reference a lot of shit,
Mhm.
hey, motherfuckers at the beginning, especially if you whipping dick on them real good, they think you know shit. You're like, oh, that reminds me of a Louis C.K. bit. One time Cosby, yada, yada, yada. And then after a while, they're like, nigga, this is only comedy references. This motherfucker hasn't referenced Socrates once. Like, it's like meaning like you ain't said no
Well,
more.
Socrates' problems, he ain't got no special. That's why he ain't in the top 5.
I got HBO Max, Netflix, and he's not on them.
Yeah.
I
I
told
looked
you-
up his YouTube. It's bullshit.
Y'all don't remember the Kings of History with Socrates, Plato, and bro? Socrates and Plato were the only real comics on that deal. That was the whole.
Wasn't very funny. Made you think though.
Yeah, made you think that. I told you somebody stop cutting my hair for that shit, right?
Yeah.
He's referencing my Bernie Mac thing. And people put Bernie Mac in the top 5. I go, he can't be there because unfortunately, we never got the hour special. So I'm in a black barbershop. They naming their top 5 comics. They all got Bernie Mac in it. And I just go like, yeah, this is my reason why. If it was me, I would plug Patrice there because at least
Yeah.
we got the hour. Da 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 da. I'm a motherfucker chill. Get out right now. I'll come back and cut your shit.
With your
And
dry scalp.
Yeah, and I got flakes and shit all on the fucking.
You're like, Patrice is the shit. I don't know what the fuck y'all are talking
Man,
about.
I'm telling y'all, just go back. Hey, we done. We done with you.
I will be
That's what I
underneath.
told him the other night when he was having his asthma. We were standing out there. I was like, you got to take care of yourself because if you die, I can't even put you in my top 5.
Oh, yeah, we ain't got your eyes.
You ain't got no special.
Look who's giving unsolicited advice over here.
Oh, right?
Way to bring it back.
Why don't you eat more kale?
Celery.
Celery.
Send celery.
He's eating as much as he wants to every day.
Yeah.
That is the
Oh, shit. Man.
what unsolicited. All my unsolicited advice is only you should stop doing comedy. Like not stop doing but they all it's not stop doing comedy, but like
Those people are mean.
The way
Don't
you-
read those TikTok comments anymore.
Wait, go ahead. Damn.
No, let's just leave it at that.
I know you weren't finished, but that
stop-
pause
not-
made us shit.
Well, no, but it's the so hear me out. It's people who know me for things I know outside of comedy.
Okay.
Like people I'm involved with either in hypothetical business situations or other conversations or whatever who don't have any real clue of
the
like the
comedy.
depth of they met me oh yeah he does comedy like
Gotcha.
he's a comedian
Gotcha.
but then they're like oh you should spend your time
Doing these other
this and
things.
it's like y'all don't really get
Interesting.
what I do. This
Yeah.
is what I love. This is I want to do this shit specifically. They're like, you should do this over here. There are always people trying to steer your sort of artistic direction,
Yeah.
and it's or who you're fucking with or what you're doing or whatever, and they just all have thoughts about it. Or you come off stage after a show and they've seen you a bunch. They're like, oh, here's what you should do with that bit, and I'm like, you should just shut up and let me write bits.
Even other so many comics say, I wouldn't put that special on YouTube, and then half a dozen others. Boy, I wish I'd already done something like that.
It's
you know what I mean? It's just always
Of
something.
course. So I
Oh,
just-
you wouldn't have?
you tune it. You
Okay.
tune it. Yeah,
Yeah.
you tune it. you just-
Clearly, you didn't.
Yeah.
you have to I operate very much when it comes to unsolicited advice. I just operate in a vacuum. It doesn't happen. It doesn't exist. If you give me unsolicited advice, I don't even hear it. I just go, "Oh, yeah, for sure. Thanks, man." And I move on and I just never address it.
The unsolicited advice that I get the most is you've drank
Stop
too much.
using
You
so
shouldn't
much
drive. you know, like, are you sure you should drive? Like,
That's,
Yeah.
that's good advice.
but now I Uber, so I don't get
Oh,
that.
okay,
anymore.
okay.
Now I just get the what's it? Or again, you should go to the doctor because I just
But
I'm
that
like,
thing-
yeah,
yeah.
no, thanks.
Yeah.
I've never
I
been my whole
never
life.
thought of that. I'm 36. Never once. Like,
Thought
I
to
should
go
go
to
to a doctor.
what? There's something on my cheek?
Fucking idiot.
Jesus.
They don't just go, you shouldn't use so much gel. That's like,
Nope. Nope. You didn't have to step up my punchline for that.
Oh, shit.
I'll drink to that. That was fucking nailed it. That's
Oh, man, dog.
we have stories to get to.
Oh,
God damn
sure
it.
do.
We're gonna do this. There's no way we're getting to both of these. We're gonna get to this one.
Why are you looking upset? Cause
why
we
is there 2 stories?
We only got one.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you bought another one. No. Slade got the other one.
I thought we talked about the other one. Oh, fuck. I guess I was
flight.
here for something y'all weren't.
All right, Jerry, what's the next story?
I don't know. I don't know.
What's the next story? Because it's whichever one you bring up first, it's the other one.
Oh, okay.
Which one do we already do?
Oh, I thought we did the one about the guy getting stood up in the nightclub after he was
We
dead.
did.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
We got
okay,
two
okay,
others.
okay. Yeah, we got two
Okay,
others.
I'm sorry. I was confused, man.
Yeah, I
That's
got
why
you.
I wasn't looking upset. I was just
No,
like,
I got you.
I was
just-
trying to do the math, and that's not my strong point.
What's the other one? What's the other story?
Huh? The cloning.
But hey, we got a story about cloning. Who wants to hear a story of
Fuck you.
all right?
Oh,
I can't see. I wish I had Trey's eyes right now, so I could look at both.
You still ain't gonna see that screen, motherfucker. I don't know if you. Well, you niggas don't
He
listen.
just told
I
us
swear
how
to
it
God.
worked.
I know.
It don't work like that.
It don't work like that, Slade.
just
It's not a
said that.
camera.
Damn it! Damn it!
I
Damn
wish it was a camera. Do you know how much shit I can get away with if it was a
Like you have
fucking-
picture in picture in your eyes.
How about this? I wouldn't have got robbed 9 times if it worked like that.
Bro, that would be the greatest alarm system.
Yeah.
What are you
Just-
doing? Get away from there.
You know how many times they've tiptoed? I always wondered before they robbed me, how long did they wait? Because my eye, and they're like, this nigga looking right. Oh, no, he can't see.
They're waving their arms.
See this gun? He don't see. Run everything.
Giving him jewelry.
All right, let's get into this story. This is sad. Let's start with sadness. John Mandola's poor beloved pet dog diagnosed with terminal cancer. So he was a retired. All right, this is interesting, and this shines a big light on the ethics of the New York Police Department. We'll get internal affairs to look into this, but a retired New York police officer back in 2006, he ended up picking up a scruffy stray dog. He kept the dog for many, many years, and then the dog was diagnosed with terminal cancer. So, Mr. Mendola. This is fascinating. 10 years later, when the vet gave him the bad news that he was terminal, he immediately called a Texas-based company called Viagen Pets and Equine, which is the first and only U.S. firm to offer commercial cloning of dogs and cats. Where the equine in their title comes in, I'm not sure. Neither of those are dogs or cats.
They do horses as well.
Yes, but they offer cloning for dogs and cats, which is why I'm concerned about the horses. Mr. Mendola says he knew about the process after watching a South Korean documentary on the topic. They took a biopsy, they got a skin sample, and they cloned his dog and made 2 clones.
A backup.
Everything is exactly the
It's a
same. The
backup
spotting,
drive.
the hair, the mannerisms. Now here's where
the second dog named Cloud.
that's no external hard drive.
Right.
It's very weird. Their names are Princess Ariel and Princess Jasmine, both named after Disney films. That's not the weirdest part of it. The firm charges between $50,000 to clone a dog,
I was gonna say.
$30,000 to clone a cat. There's where the horse comes
80
in. You're
grand.
right. $85,000 for a horse.
Pretty good on a retired NYPD's top
That's
salary.
where it comes in.
But if you got fucking Seabiscuit, I can understand spending 85 grand to get another Seabiscuit.
yeah, but you've also got a cup full of Seabiscuit, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
The cost
But there's
is out
no
of the
guarantee.
range of most people, but this is what people are
This
paying to
cop
have
had
an animal cloned. Well, I'm sure he was saving up all of his hard-earned pension money, Jerry.
Yeah, well, I'm sure that's what happened.
They do this now. What is the further? I've paid around $1,500 for back surgery for a cat, so I can only talk so much.
Yeah, and
here.
I
Well, up
saved
until
money.
now, that was the most expensive cat I'd ever.
I did. I dropped.
If you could sell a $30,000 cat, I want you to come sell us sponsorships because, like,
So funny.
what the fuck?
$30,000 to have the exact same looking cat.
Yeah,
Or
and
dog.
mannerisms.
Maybe.
And the,
Maybe. No, twins
But it's
don't
not-
even act alike, and
It's
they're
not born with its memories and shit.
no. So you
Yeah.
gotta stop and account for the fact that twins are genetic clones. They are genetically identical.
They come from the exact
If you
same-
took the same
Yeah.
genetic
Yeah,
material
yeah, I
from
got
they're identical. So that's what you're getting a twin. You're not getting the same dog.
Yeah.
No.
Much less any of its experiences, which might be genetically passed on. That part I could argue with.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
That
there
some
is
of that
some
is
argument for that. Yes,
there's trauma can be
but it's
passed
not
on
going to come to the same name.
originally, but maybe there is something in there that is remnant.
See, I found this story because I was reading another article, and it was like, well-known Texas cloning company, and I was like, what the fuck is this? And I had to go look that up. But I was reading this story about how in New York, all these people, so as these people get older and their dogs die, because a lot of the buildings in New York are going anti-pet, no pet, if you're grandfathered in, that same dog can stay there. So what these people do is they go buy a replica dog and name it the same fucking name when their dog dies, and they hide the fact their dog died
That's
so
funny.
they can still keep a pet in their
That's
apartment.
Oddly, the Guinness Book of World Records will be updating its records to reflect 13 different New York dogs
Yeah,
as
that's
the
smart.
longest lived canines. I've had this dog for 36 years.
Yeah.
There's a beagle in New York that's 62 years old.
That's
First
well, the
collected
light bill's
pension.
probably in his name.
Cloning's so wild to me because it's like it must have whoever started cloning was like I want to clone humans. They must have not been depressed ever and like just had good life. Like, why would you want to clone this? The experience of human is so great. We're so awesome. Humans are fantastic.
I'm gonna put somebody through this twice.
Yeah, let's make more of them.
If it's 85 grand for a horse, like what's a turtle? You know.
Well, now is it what's the difficult part of cloning an animal?
I'll clone you a turtle for $5,000.
I'll do
Here's
it for
your
three.
turtle.
I'll do it for three.
Here's a fucking turtle.
Prove me wrong.
And then at what expense does the human come? You
Well,
know?
so here's the question: is what makes the cloning part more expensive? Why is a cat more expensive or less expensive than a horse? Is it because you have there's more facets to get correct
I would
in that
imagine.
animal,
Well,
or
it's harder to get the surrogate cat to stand still.
I think it's a market thing. They're just making up whatever people buy. People pay. Is the dogs more?
They're charging
well,
by
that's
weight.
that's
Dog's
the,
more
the,
than
the
cat.
so
The
cat
dog's more
then
than a
dog
cat.
then horse.
The
Yeah.
horse, they're charging by weight like a drug dealer.
Yeah,
This is like the little old
It's the
How
woman
many
who.
kilos of clone do you want?
there's no way. Yeah, unless it's seriously like, well, no, we don't only have so much room. Like, what difference does it make from a cat and a dog?
Well-
it's just market value.
There's 28 nuggets in a
And
box,
who the
bro.
fuck says it costs $20,000 to clone people?
Yeah, it's because
Whoever
they're
did
doing
it.
they're doing on biological 3D printers in the back, and that filament costs money.
That's really fucking funny.
Of
Dog.
course, the horses try cloning an elephant.
Yeah.
It's like it
So-
cost me $6 million to get this blue whale.
That was my thing with this cloning shit is that because this exists and now it's like a legitimate business, a Googleable,
Well done.
Controversial.
goddamn business, right?
and the
Um,
success rate is only around 20%.
I don't want to hear no more motherfucking complaints about endangered species. Just make these niggas. Like, I don't even know what the fuck you want me to say. But it's like,
We need to start
But
cloning
you know-
polar bears
yeah,
right now.
it's like, stop, like, keep making them so people can keep shooting them. But I'm just saying, like, I mean, it's,
No, that's funny. Maybe leave the ones in the wild and just make some for people to shoot.
yeah, make, because I'm
Clone a
sick
dumb
of
one.
hearing
So like a Westworld, but for animals
animals.
to shoot.
Yeah, because it's just, you keep hearing about this and, we got 8 eagles or whatever the fuck, right? And then it's like, all right,
My solution
make
on that is
62 eagles.
And bald eagles are assholes.
those animals though. That fault falls on them for not being delicious. It's what we never run out of
Are
chickens.
Are bald eagles endangered?
They're
Not anymore.
protected.
Because if you go to Canada, they're like a pest.
They're
I know.
protected.
Oh,
so that's the. All I know is that if they were
factual in this motherfucker.
If
I
they-
was asking a question.
Or they goddamn motherfucking, because I want one. I can make me some boots out of goddamn eagle. You ever had a
Yeah,
bald
do
eagle
it.
boots?
Some eagle
TikTok
leather.
of what your pet says about you.
Yeah.
A bald
Could you
eagle
get
has
would you want some bald eagle boots?
No, I hate bald eagles, to be honest with you. But
Well, then wear their boots. Fuck this beagle.
well, I just think they look dumb.
Half your fan base just turned on you.
Yeah. The fuck he just
Kush.
should come back to humble, motherfucker.
Bet this queer don't like flags either. How much skin on a bald eagle is usable?
Enough to fry?
I forget that equation.
Can you only use
I
the
don't
leg
know the
meat?
math.
Can you only use the leg skin, which has that?
How
dinosaur?
hungry are you?
Well,
No.
no, not
He's
edible.
talking about boots.
Boot usable. No,
Boots.
you can eat the whole bird. That's
Yeah, yeah.
and the Cajuns suck the head. But you trying to figure
You
out
can make boots out of it, but you just can't fly with them.
fair. But say is it the bird skin or is it the leg skin?
I
And
would
how many would you
imagine
need?
It's the bird skin.
No, that's soft.
Well, not if you harden it and tan it.
How many birds do you make boots
Slap
out
that
of that
hoe
aren't
on some leather.
ostriches?
I never heard of any
Good
other
fucking
bird.
question. And why ain't no penguin skin?
Oh my god.
Penguin
skin,
boots.
duck skin, swan
I
skin.
would have rocked some
Seal
penguin
skin.
Yes.
A penguin skin.
Well, they do have sealskin boots. Those are illegal too now.
You definitely can't fly with the penguin skin boots.
Oh yeah.
I want some chicken boots.
Bring back some weird
Fried.
European animal.
Yeah.
I want some Colonel Sanders.
I'm telling you, honey barbecue chicken boots.
Yeah.
Couscous
but now-
boots.
But couscous boots.
Colonel Sanders, Luke Casey's.
Tofu boots.
I would have. Okay, so eagle is pretty fucking big.
Yeah.
You could still take it, right?
Yeah, I beat
Yeah.
eagles.
Yeah, they're big. They're about your size.
Yeah,
They're pretty large.
But the skin, we don't know the skin strength. We need the tensile strength.
Okay,
of-
so if you saying they,
bird
you can
skin.
make some shoes out of me at least.
Okay, is that permission?
They've made jackets
listen,
out of people.
I will take that clip right there and take it right to court. It says that is Trey Tutson telling me you can make some boots out of me if you want to. That sentence is
what a-
But you
critical.
still can't get them wet. You got to put Crisco on them, keep them dried out.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say other boots would pop out of them.
Oh shit, it's so funny.
All right. Any other cloning thoughts before we
That extinction shit is just wild.
It really is.
But I don't
That's
think
funny. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
they keep
Smart.
complaining and
Colonel Sandals. That's funny.
That's really
That's
funny.
that's chicken. That's funny.
That's funny.
That's what you
Chicken.
get when you hang around comedy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's chicken?
Colonel Sandals.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hate
he's cool.
chicken.
Chicken's dope.
I love chicken.
I would say the increased cost is due to the period of pregnancy for the animal. Wow.
wait,
That's-
wait,
hang on.
wait.
That's a strong
Gestation
move. The
period.
gestation period in which
Rewind
it
that.
takes to grow the clone. It takes longer for a
Because they
horse.
use a surrogate.
You
so
know-
they got to take care of this animal
for
that's
no-
giving birth.
Wow, Richard Ware in the chat. Very good.
You know what's funny? I heard you reference chicken earlier, and I'm like, that's probably a different chicken. Why did I think there was two different chickens?
Right? That's really funny.
Why did I think there was two people named Chicken?
That was the other chicken.
It can't be the
that
same
is
chicken.
wild. It's like
What
when
are the
you-
odds?
When you got a friend named Bullet, you like, is it Bullet? What other bullet do we know?
How many bullets you got in your
How
life?
many bullets? This is not a chamber.
I will say for a while I knew like 5 guys that went by Super Dave.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah,
fair. That's fair.
Yeah,
That's
I know a
All
couple rappers.
Mexican.
But
Yeah, Super Dave.
We are your Whiskey Brothers. It is Friday. If you're listening to this when it comes out, we encourage you to come out to Hyenas, the Mockingbird Station location in Dallas. I'm there with Trey Tutson. We got 4 shows all weekend. Lots and lots and lots of fun. Plenty of places to find us around everywhere. We're constantly doing things.
I'll be in Bastrop Saturday night.
Bastrop, you roasted that on your.
I
night.
hadn't released it yet.
This is coming out Friday, fucker.
Oh yeah, I
So
did.
that's.
That's right, I did.
God damn it. Jerry's going to roast something eventually. I'm just trying to get ahead of it. You guys in the chat, we appreciate you. Nick, where can they find everything you?
everything, nickhatespeople.com, Nick Hates People on all social media, and check out Silly Hats and History podcast. And yeah, I'll be in Corpus Christi on the 15th and 16th if you're in that area.
Corpus
You
Christi.
doing Comics
Yeah.
Live?
I don't know what I'm doing yet. I forgot. I'm featuring for this letter that yeah.
He's literally going down there to be cloned. It is a.
Yeah, right.
They're going to get
Would you
his
clone
DNA.
yourself?
No.
Adam Taylor,
No.
working the back of house.
Slade, would you clone yourself?
Would I clone myself? Bro, what makes you think I don't have 3 vats full of me already?
I can imagine.
This
They
is-
probably
Shit out
hanging in a
There's
closet.
one of them scared shaking in the
Yeah, that's-
bedroom. You know that door that don't open?
Yeah, I call it
That
my dog.
motherfucker's just in front of a laptop typing right now.
You can already make deep fake videos. What if it's a fake you committing a crime? Like, how are you gonna how are you gonna argue against that? It's like it was you. I saw you.
Would I clone me, Trey? Yes, I've let me host the last 4 podcasts.
That's so funny.
I've got to go back and feed real Slade
My
in a minute.
clone's been here since 800.
This is that's all I'm saying. I got to go back and bring drinks to real Slade in a moment. Trey Tutson, Jerry Wayne Longmire. I'm Slade Ham. We are collectively the Whiskey Brothers. So many places to find us. Sam Damaris in absentia, but Nick Palermo sitting in his stead. So much Whiskey Brothers to be found. We love you guys the most, and we encourage you to hang out. We're going to hang out in the chat, or are we just going to call it? We're getting the fuck out of here. See you guys soon.
I believe in good whiskey, and I believe in good times.